Melton. Melton is here. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Harding. Mr. President.
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for opening remarks by Councilmember Goodwin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. On Thursday, September 11th, we'll observe 21 years since the attacks on our nation, which left nearly 3,000 people dead in New York, D.C., and Pennsylvania. Those of us who are old enough to remember that tragic event know exactly where we were and how we heard about the attack and how the world stopped. Not just for a day, but how it changed us as a nation. While many of us might point to the fear that dreadful day provoked, I remember the overwhelming sense of unity, compassion that our neighbors and even strangers bestowed upon one another. And the fact that we were all Americans. Today, as we face different challenges to our civil rights, care for the poor, homelessness, and the immigrant, I'd like for each of us to remember 9/11/2021 or 2001 and how it didn't divide us, but for that space and time, we were all Americans. May God comfort the hearts of those who still grieve their losses and the fallout of that dreadful day. May honor continue to be given to our first responders and those who showed braveness in all manner of ways. And may God continue to bless and protect America. Thank you.
An affidavit of publication is on file, and a current copy of the Open Meeting Act is posted in a white binder on the east wall of legislative chambers.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before we start the meeting, I would like to recognize a special group with us today, the Uccelli students here from Bosnia Herzegovina. Is that right? Forgive me if I pronounce that wrong, but we welcome you today and thank you for participating today with us. Thank you. Welcome to the meeting of the Omaha City Council. As a courtesy to those in attendance and to facilitate the conduct of our business, we ask that you please silence or turn off all electronic devices. A reminder that you will have 3 minutes to speak on an agenda item. Please stay on topic. If you would like your comments entered into the public record, you can email the city clerk's office at cityclerk@cityofomaha.org. Council members receive these emails and read them. Finally, council members may ask members of the audience back up for clarifying questions, but not for extra time to speak. At this time, council member Amy Melton will read a proclamation for National Service Dog Day.
Thank you. And before I read the proclamation, I want to thank the Uccelli group. I spent almost an hour with them this morning, and I want to welcome you to Omaha. Glad you're here, and I hope you're enjoying our wonderful city. So thanks for coming to our council meeting and caring about government and getting engaged in the discussion. So I really enjoyed the discussions I had with you all. They gave me some tips from their own cities on how we could maybe even make Omaha a little better, and I got some good ideas. Right. So, all right. That sounds great. At this time, I would like to welcome our canine companions down to the podium. And I think we have 2 of the canine service dogs. One's in training and one's fully trained. So we welcome you to the Omaha City Council. So this is the proclamation. Whereas we believe in the joyful, transformative power of the human canine bond and inclusivity of all citizens. And whereas in the United States, 70 million adults have a disability and only 16,000 service dogs from accredited training programs exist nationwide, and the need is growing. And whereas Canine Companions created the service dog for people with physical disabilities 50 years ago in 1975, creating a new kind of support for disability. And whereas Canine Companions is a nonprofit organization that enhances the lives of people with disabilities by providing expertly trained service dogs and ongoing support to ensure quality partnerships free of charge. And whereas Canine Companions and their service dogs empower people with disabilities to lead life with greater independence by providing best-in-class training, ongoing follow-up services, and a deeply committed community of support. And whereas National Service Dog Month aims to educate our community about the benefits of service dogs and the laws protecting their handlers. And whereas the City of Omaha, Nebraska continues to work toward becoming an inclusive community in which all citizens and their trained service dogs are embraced. We, therefore, the City Council of the City of Omaha, do hereby proclaim September 2025 as National Service Dog Month. And whereas we have set our hands and caused the official seal of the City of Omaha to be affixed on this 9th day of September 2025. So, yeah, and Grant, if you want to say a few words, I want to thank you for everything that you do and the difference that you're making in so many people's lives and actually in the dogs' lives too, because I think dogs love to be loved.
They do.
And they love it when they're providing a service. It makes them the happiest. I have a giant Bernedoodle myself, and although only trained by myself, we have dogs in my law office that provide support to our clients and oftentimes to opposing parties. And I think it makes a big difference in what I do. Having the dogs and having what you do is just making a world of difference.
If I'm not mistaken, Douglas County Court and Sarpy County Court both have dogs trained by Canine Companions that are a part of the part of the staff. Yeah.
Yes, it's great. I think there's one over in Sarpy County as well, and very loved and does a lot of good work. But tell us just a little bit about what you do and how you got involved, and introduce your two companions here.
Go ahead. You want to introduce?
Sure. I'm Susan Marlatt, and this is Teak, who is in training. He's 1 year old. He has another year to go before he would be placed with someone as a service dog. So as important as the service dogs are when they provide the services to their handlers, is just as important is the training that we give them so that they are appropriate in public. And Teak is testing his limit right now of being quiet. He obviously wants to be heard, but thank you very much.
Good. I got involved with Canine Companions about 5 years ago. I lost all of my hearing and decided that a hearing dog might be something that would be helpful to me. So I started the application process. Received Kalika 4 years ago. She's been with me. She alerts me to sounds in the environment that I do not hear. When Chris says, "Find Grant," she comes and finds me and takes me to Chris. When we're out walking, she alerts me to cars that are coming up alongside us, that kind of thing. In addition to being just a wonderful companion. Just to give you a brief comment about something that really has opened up as a result of this process. Sunday, we were at the Rockbrook Art Festival and walked around, and we were talking to one particular gentleman who had a booth there. He was asking questions. What does she do for you? Several things like that. So we did the usual talk, walked away, came back a few minutes later and stopped at the same place, and I grabbed hold of his arm and I said, "I just want you to know that the other thing that she does is that she opens up wonderful conversations with strangers." And so in my retirement, I have become an advocate for those who have lost their hearing and an advocate for canine companions and service dogs. And we thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, Grant. And here's a copy of the proclamation for you.
Good. Thank you. Yeah.
Let's see. Is there anyone that will take a picture real quick? Do you want to see? We can stand up here. If you don't mind. Let's go get us all in the picture.
You want us to stand or sit? All right.
I got it.
I don't want to be the only one standing.
Thank all of you. Thanks.
Item 6, to consider a Class C liquor license for the Cove Lounge and Grill located at 3525 North 147th Street, Suite 201.
I will open the public hearing on item number 6. Are there any proponents here today? Please come down. State your name and address for the record, please. Good afternoon.
Chad Dargy, 3309 South 88th Street, Omaha, Nebraska, 68124.
Here to answer any questions? Thank you. Are there any other proponents here today on item number 6? Seeing none, is there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Got a motion and a second. No lights. Roll call.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Harding.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you.
Item 7, to consider a Class CSK liquor license for Lit Cigars and Spirits located at 910 North 16th Street.
The public hearing is now open on item number 7. Mr. Houghton, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, members of the council. David Houghton, 2804 South 87th Avenue, here on behalf of the applicant, Family Cigar Lounge LLC, doing business as Lit Cigars and Spirits, which will be located at 910 North 16th Street. Their application is for a Class CS license. The council may remember that they were up and approved by you maybe 6 or 7 months ago at a different location. They had some issues with the former landlord, so they've decided to move back to their original intended location. The hours of operation will be Monday through Sunday, 11 to 12 on most days, but it will stay open until 2 o'clock during big events in the Omaha area. If the council has any questions, I'd be happy to answer. Thanks.
Thank you. Is there any other proponents here today on item number 7? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Seeing none, public hearing is closed. Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Harding.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Item 8, to consider a Class I liquor license for La Plaza Fiesta Mexican Restaurant located at 12405 West Center Road.
Public hearing is now open on item number 8. The applicant here, proponent, good afternoon.
My name is Efrain Patino, Plaza Fiesta.
And your address?
The address?
Address?
Yeah, it's 12405 West Center Road, Omaha.
Thank you.
Yes.
Is there any other proponents here today? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Motion and a second. Roll call.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Harding. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Item 9, to consider an addition application to the Class CK liquor license for Dr. Jack's Drinkery located at 3012 North 102nd Street to add an outdoor area.
Public hearing is now open on item number 9. The applicant proponent here today, good afternoon.
Hi, Derek Wallen, 10,001 North 108th Street.
Thank you. Are there any other proponents here today? Seeing none, is there any opponents? Public hearing is closed.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion and a second. Roll call.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Harding.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Items 10 through 12 can be considered together for Hanson's Country Club Hills Replat 4, located northeast of 72nd Street and Silver Valley Road. Planning Board and Planning Department recommend approval. Item 10, an ordinance to create multiple improvement district number 2025-01 to construct multiple public improvements by installing storm and sanitary sewers, sidewalks, and paving roadway areas. Item 11, a resolution to approve the final plat. Item 12, a resolution to approve the subdivision agreement.
I will open the public hearing on items number 10 through 12. Applicant here today, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Members of the Omaha City Council, my name is Jim Lang. I'm an attorney in Omaha, 8526 F Street. I'm here to represent REI Funding Group LLC, who is the owner and developer of the project. With me today are the principals of the LLC, Mike Tushner and his son, Ryan Tushner. The project is located at 72nd and Silver Valley Road, just east of 72nd Street and just south of the Omaha Country Club. This is I think, a outstanding fill-in project. It's going to, one of the things I think the city obviously needs to do all the time is fill in these existing areas that we have where we already have the public improvements there. So this is, I think, a real benefit to the area and to the city. There are 3 items on the agenda today. The first is an ordinance to create a multiple improvement district for the funding of public improvements consisting of the storm sewer, sanitary sewer, and paving for the particular area. The second is the final plat approval, which is going to create 13 single-family lots in this particular area. These are nice-sized lots, about a quarter an acre to a half an acre lot, so it's consistent with the existing neighborhood that's out there right now. And the third one is a subdivision agreement. This is our standard subdivision agreement with the city of Omaha. So, and also we have 3 neighbors here who are in support of the project and are in support of the improvement district. So if you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer those. The city staff has recommended approval of this particular project, and once again, we feel this is going to be an outstanding fill-in project for the city. Any questions, we'd be happy to answer those. If anyone would like to comment or support, we do have 3 neighbors in support of the project right here.
Thank you.
Martin Trainer. I live at 7009 Glendale Avenue in Omaha, representing the Country Club Hills Neighborhood Association, as well as myself and my family. We are in support of this program. Obviously, we had a community meeting of some of the people from our neighborhood in early May. At that time, Councilman Festerson was there, as well as Mike Tushner and his group. We went over the program. Obviously, there's no construction project that doesn't have concerns on the part of the neighborhood. Things like traffic in neighborhood streets that are narrow and obviously worried about safety on that, construction debris and dust and control of that, and obviously safety as far as access into the areas that are going to be under construction. I think we had pretty satisfactory discussion of all of those items during our own meeting, and we feel like this is something we definitely support and feel it would be good for the community area and for the city. Thanks.
Thank you. Is there any other proponents here today that would like to speak? Seeing none, are there any opponents?
Yes, sir. Donnie Johnson, the Johnson Equestrian Foundation, and North Omaha Concerned Citizen Foundation. I have nothing against these gentlemen. Back in 1964, I used to caddy at Fountaindale Park, and that park closed, that golf course closed. We're trying to say if they're going to go to the country club and continue to go out, we want Mr. Frederickson to continue to entertain giving us Benson, because those guys are going to close that park golf course as well. And so when I was a kid at Benson, I studied with the Mancusos at Rosenblatt Stadium, and they let me play at the zoo all the time, but we need that land at Benson Park when those guys close that golf club, if it's okay with your city of Omaha.
Thank you. Is there any other opponents? Public hearing is closed. Councilmember Festerson, you're recognized.
Thanks, Mr. President. This item is notable for a few reasons, but a couple of them are that we've been working on this particular project for probably 15 years. And this most recent update, about 3 years. It's also notable in that this will be the city's first creation of a multiple improvement district that we're talking about here today, but it's a mechanism I think is familiar to council members because it's very similar to our SID process where we've paved streets in the past in cooperation with the city. So first I want to thank the developers who are here, the Tushners and Mr. Lang and your partners. I know you've been very conscientious about this update and very conscientious about engaging the neighbors. I want to thank the Country Club Hills Neighborhood Association who's here. They've done a great job too engaging on this. We actually rejected a few original proposals for this site early on that were trying to do pack too much on a relatively small site that would not have been characteristic of the neighborhood. In some cases, 27 lots, 30 lots, and I think the council made the right decision on that at the time on that. And so now we have a much better proposal, I think, with 13 lots and one that can be financially successful there. And it recognizes the challenge we do have in the neighborhood, which is unimproved streets. Glendale Avenue and Starlight Drive in particular has been a frustration, I know, for the neighborhood. And so the developer, to their credit, and the city, to their credit, has come up with a mechanism by which to repave portions of those streets that abut this new development, and therefore the creation of this multiple improvement district, with the developer picking up the entire cost of that. So we'll not assess any neighbors that abut that property while we repave that, and the city then matching that 50% as we would a repaving and curbing project in other areas. So I just wanted to follow up a couple things, maybe with Ms. Pierce, who I think is here from Public Works, that I know are of interest to the neighborhood, and we just want to make sure is on the record today.
Good afternoon, Heather Tippy Pierce, Public Works.
Thank you. And thank you for your work on this too. I know you've been at it a long time too.
Right, yes.
So I know the neighbors are excited about the prospect of repaving the lower portions of these streets, Silver Valley Road and Glendale Avenue. And when we go to do this, I think there'll be a construction contract coming in subsequent weeks, should these things be approved today, right?
So the first contract you'll see after this, assuming approval of the council, will be the publication resolution. That's a procedural hurdle that we have to do, and then immediately following that will be our design contract. The idea being that we will be able to absorb the work that has already been done by the developer and then move this forward to final design late fall through the winter, and then late winter put that out for a construction bid. So it'll be early next year before we see a construction bid.
Okay. And that's where some of these details can get hammered out, and then I'll reaffirm at that time. But I just want to have a dialogue with you about how that'll go, because it is a sensitivity that when that does occur, we do it at the same time as the development itself, so we aren't having multiple disruptions. And then making sure when the street is constructed, those construction trucks are not proceeding up the unimproved roads up the hill and making them any worse.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've already had some conversations during scoping with our selected design firm. They are cognizant of those concerns. We have the construction entrance basically planned for where the ultimate extension of Silver Valley Road will be up into the development. So truck traffic should be accessing that development from 72nd Street, not from the neighborhood. And then we've also kind of been working with the Tushners as far as phasing and making sure that there's as limited disruption as possible.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And then there are some different lengths of lots along this stretch. We just want to make sure that when we do go to repave this road and install curbing, we aren't having anything that ends mid-lot or mid-residential lot. That's been a discussion too, right?
That has been a discussion, and the design engineers are very well aware that we need to make sure that those match lines make logical sense for both the design and the neighborhood.
Great. And so this may be a question for the developer, but I'll ask you to, when do we anticipate the whole thing starting?
Well, the ultimate start date will kind of depend on how bids come in and our usual processes, but we do want to kind of keep with the development timeline of having design over the winter, and then we'll bid late winter with construction start during next construction cycle, so that'd be 2026 construction.
And Jim, is that your understanding too on behalf of the developer?
Yeah, that's our understanding as well. And as we know, if we can get this bid out over the winter, you know, January, February, March, that's when you get your better bids. And we'd like to see that. And I think, you know, we all on the same page there.
Great. Well, thank you both, and thank you all for working together on this. I'm pleased to support it today. And I'll motion to approve items 10 through 12.
Got a motion and a second. No further lights. Roll call.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson.
Yes.
Goodwin. Harding.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Consent agenda. Any member of the city council may cause any item placed on the consent agenda to be removed. Items removed from the consent agenda shall be taken up by the city council immediately following the consent agenda in the order in which they were removed, unless otherwise provided by the city council rules of order.
The public hearing is now open on, public hearing on agenda items 13 through 25 were held on August 26, 2025. Any council discussion? Got a motion? Motion and a second. No further lights. Roll call.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Harding.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0.
The public hearings on agenda items 26 through 42 are today. If you wish to address the city council regarding these items, please come to the microphone, indicate the agenda item number you wish to address, identify yourself with your name, address, who you represent, and if you're a proponent or opponent. I will open the public hearing. Are there any proponents on items 26 through 42?
Good afternoon, Omaha City Council, Donnie R. Johnson, the Johnson Equestrian Foundation, and North Omaha Concerned Citizen Foundation. You know, I forgot to tell those folks in 1962 we studied Bosnia and Kosovo and that served. It was a wonderful program. In the meantime, 40 and 41 and 42, have we taken this in consideration when Mr. Harding moved on to the House of Representatives and Mrs. Amy Melton run for mayor? Who's going to replace those? Because these are replacement of Mr. Ewing. And Mr. Harding, he'd be going to Congress, right? Or have we taken that in consideration? Who's going to take his spot?
Thanks, Donnie.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And I will note, Ms. Samantha Jones for item number 26 is available by Zoom as well. Do we have any opponents here on items 26 through 42? Seeing none, public hearing is closed. Motion and a second. Roll call.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Harding. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Item 43, a resolution to approve the issuance of one or more series of its general obligation bonds to finance the rehabilitation, construction, improvement, equipping, and furnishing of the CHI Center.
I will open the public hearing. Are there any proponents on item number 43? Isn't Jen coming down? Jen Taylor, 43? I didn't mean to out you, but you look like you had something to say, so.
Jennifer Taylor, City Law Department. I fully blame Mr. Fansel. Good morning. Just briefly, I wanted to make it very clear, and we're on the record, that this particular hearing has been properly published and noticed in accordance with Internal Revenue Code Section 147F, and that it is a public hearing conducted in accordance with that section, Section 147F of the Internal Revenue Code. And the intent here is to provide the public a reasonable opportunity to express their views regarding the issuance of these bonds and the payment of the expenses associated with the expansion of the CHI Center in accordance with this agreement. It's just an obligation that we need to make clear that we have held this public hearing not only for the City Council's purposes, but also for the purposes of the IRS. If there's any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Thank you. Is there any other proponents here on item 43? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Councilmember Melton, you're recognized.
Oh. Sorry, Ms. Taylor. No, I just also want to clarify, this was on the ballot, so the people have voted, the people voted on this in November and it passed.
It did.
So I also just wanted to also make that clear, this isn't something the city council is voting on. These bonds were already approved by the citizens on a ballot.
The electorate approved these bonds as part of the public facilities issuance of $141 million last November. We have an agreement that actually this council has passed and approved to fund $100 million towards this project. And as these are public facilities, tax exempt and nonprofit related bonds, we need to have this clear opportunity for the public to express their views.
Thank you very much. I just wanted people to know, it was already approved by the voters, so the council
And
voting
actually-
no, we would be going against what actually the voters.
Correct, and actually approved by this council too in a public hearing on the agreement that we have with Mecca to actually fund this part of the expansion.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. No further lights. Oh, public hearing is closed. Nope, just public hearing. We're good. Thank you, though.
Item 44, an ordinance to approve the Brando Townhomes Tax Increment Financing Redevelopment Agreement.
I will open the public hearing on item number 44. Proponents.
Yeah, good afternoon. Don Seaton, Omaha City Planning. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. I'd note this is not a nodal project, and we consider it workforce housing, not affordable housing. Although it is part of a larger project that does have affordable housing.
Thank you.
Yes, and Cheryl Garst, Housing Director for Income and Housing Development Corporation, 1340 Park Avenue, here to answer any questions.
Thank you.
About the project.
Is there any other proponents here today?
Yes, sir. Omaha City Council, Donnie R. Johnson, the Johnson Equestrian Foundation, North Omaha Concerned Citizen Foundation, 4928 North 52nd Street. And back in 1978 on 30th and Leavenworth, those folks sponsored me to go to Egypt in that group, or France, I'm sorry, to study henna. So I support this program.
Thank you. Is there any opponents on item number 44?
Larry Storr, 5015 Lafayette Avenue, Omaha 68132. I am opposed to this ordinance as I am most TIF projects, and largely again because I don't think there's enough transparency about it. Well, guess what, folks? It's too late for a public hearing. Why do we spend the money? Because the hole has already been dug. The walls are already being erected. So the public really doesn't have any say-so in this whole thing. So why waste our public money and my time? I went by there today. It's well along the way and has been for some time. It doesn't make any difference what I say up here or what any other public citizen says. There's no vote on it today because it was all cut and dried months and months ago through the Planning Commission, which most citizens do not have time nor knowledge about going to in order to stop these things before it gets gone. Now, one of the big reasons I'm against this is because there seems to be a conflict of interest between developers and real estate companies, et cetera, and maybe even the council and even the county board. Because some of you are related to real estate companies. Real estate companies are also sometimes the developer or the construction company. Now, on the sign around the hole there today, it says Lund Ross. Well, is the Lund Real Estate Company part of that project? It's not defined in here for us to know. So those are some questions that you can ask Mr. Benning to answer some of those kind of questions. Is that a real estate company that's digging the hole, or construction, or are they one and the same? And why are we spending time on this when it's already cut and dried? You make it sound like the public has a chance to stop it, but no, the hole's already there. I went by there today. So own up to more transparency and let the public have more input into it during these meetings instead of one of those small meetings during the day, during the week, when most people never heard about it and can't get time off the job anyway. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other opponents on item number 44? Public hearing is closed. Councilmember Melton, you're recognized.
Yes, I wanted to give Incommon a chance to respond to the
Sure.
comments before.
Yes, thank you. And thanks for coming to our neighborhood. Just wanted to clarify, it is a very complex site. So there are 3 projects in one. I don't know if this is showing up or up top. Thank you. Power? Okay, it's on. And then the Zoom, let's see if I can. So, yes, it was a vacant lot. What we're talking about here today is right along Park Avenue, the 7 townhomes. So what's under construction is the 51 affordable housing unit, and then of course the alley that's going to be in between this 63 unit that is under consideration for other funding from the state. So
And we previously approved the other phases.
that's correct.
Yes,
Yep.
so that's why the building has already begun.
Correct.
I thought that was
Yes, thank you.
important to note.
Yes.
And you have no connection to John Lund.
No connection to the Lund. Lund Ross is actually Larry Lundquist is the last name. So yeah, he was one of the founding owners of that company, and there's no relation with that. But I could see how that's confusing in the Omaha Metro with how strong a name Lund is, that could be confused. Yeah.
Not that it would matter if Mr. Lund was doing a TIF project. I just thought that I'd give you the opportunity to
Thanks.
clarify.
And I guess last thing to clarify, InCommon is a nonprofit developer, so our salaries are capped. There's transparency, so you could, that's one of the beautiful things about, the conflicts of interest for a nonprofit developer versus a private developer. So.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that.
You can't.
No.
Please.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. We were being interrupted from the audience. Don, please, Larry, we have speakers at the podium afforded
Don
their
Seaton,
time now.
Omaha
Thank
City
you.
Planning. This project came as a project plan.
Well,
from the
and I'll just,
council.
for the record, Mr. Seaton, I've called you back up to ask you to clarify anything from any other comments because the public hearing's closed, so you have to be invited up by a council member. So I'll invite you up.
Very good, thank you, I appreciate it. The project plan for this project came to the council on July 29 and was approved. This is the contract, so it's kind of the details, but the project's been approved. It was approved last July, and that's why they're able to continue and begin.
Yes, thank you for that. Thank you for that clarification. I appreciate it. It is 3 phases. So, and the other 2 were already approved and have already begun. Glad to see it. Thank you. I have nothing further, Mr. President.
Thanks, Councilmember Melton, for bringing that. I know InCommon, I've spoken to you guys throughout this process and appreciate the work you're doing down there to get that reinvigorated down on Park Ave and that lot that's been empty for a long time. So thanks for being here today. Thank you.
Item 45, an ordinance to approve the Ames Industrial Park 3 Tax Increment Financing Redevelopment Agreement.
The public hearing is now open on item number 45. Proponents.
Yeah, Don Seaton, Omaha City Planning, here for any questions you may have.
Thanks, Don. Is there any other proponents here today? Proponent?
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Justin Moore, Ames Industrial Park, LLC. Address is 4435 Florence Boulevard. We're the developers of the project.
Thank you. Is there any other proponents here today? Seeing none, are there any opponents?
Donnie R. Johnson, the Johnson Equestrian Foundation, North Omaha Concerned Citizen Foundation, 4928 North 52nd Street. I have nothing against this young man doing or Don and them doing this, but on 38th and Ames, at that area, 3828 Ames, if we go up to 72nd and Ames, when they close Benson Park, will you folks sell that to North Omaha? And this
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is there any other opponents here today on item 45? Public hearing is closed. Councilmember Goodwin, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just wanted to make a comment. I think this is an example how a minority developer can utilize TIF. I think oftentimes people think that TIF is distributed, but I think it's really about a developer taking the opportunity to utilize it. And so I'm glad to see that this area is being redeveloped. And I understand there's also conversation around a potential business improvement district. So just wanted to note that this is another great project of revitalization of a major corridor in our city. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 46, an ordinance to approve the Central at Columbus Park Tax Increment Financing Redevelopment Agreement.
Public hearing is now open on item number 46. Mr. Seaton.
Yeah, good afternoon, Don Seaton, City Planning. And again, I'm here for any questions you may have on this contract.
Thank you. Is there any other proponents?
Good afternoon, Mr. President, members of the council. Bob Griffith, 11440 West Center Road, here on behalf of the applicant as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other proponents on item 46? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed.
Item 47, an ordinance to approve the interlocal agreement with the Nebraska State Patrol for the use of the City of Omaha vehicle impound lot for a period of 3 years.
I will open the public hearing on item number 47. Proponents here today, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Captain Jennifer Russell, here with Omaha Police Department. I'm here to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Is there any other proponents here today?
Yes, Omaha City Council, Donnie R. Johnson, the Johnson Equestrian Foundation, and North Omaha Concerned Citizen Foundation, 4928 North 52nd. As I was saying, as I was in France studying, or Egypt studying henna, we have some problem with this fingerprinting, so we want her to get more money to straighten out this fingerprinting, but we straightened it out with henna.
Is there any opponents here today? Item number 47. Public opponents.
Luis Jimenez, 2709 Dewey Avenue. I oppose this as it is because it doesn't supplement the operations of the State Patrol using the property. So if they want to be involved in using the lot, I think they should supplement it holistically and even security, like more personnel watching the activity there, and then cameras, people going in and out and stuff like that. So, you know, if this is what they want to do to start, and then they move to augment what they're doing, then that sounds good to me. But just them coming in and doing what they want to do, I don't support that. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other opponents here today? Public hearing is closed. Councilmember Hug, you're recognized.
Just come back up, please. The only question I have is Omaha Impound has their own tow list.
Correct.
Will the State Patrol be using that same tow list?
No, they have their own contracts with tow companies, and we manage. So when they contract with their series of companies, they bring a tow to our lot. We manage whose comes in from what agency and what those charge fees are. So they have something similar to what we have, but that's part of this interlocal. So they set their prices, and even if it's the same company that comes in, Company A for NSP and Company A for OPD, whoever originated the tow is what they're paid in regards to that. So, and there can be a difference in what they bid for OPD and what they bid for NSP. And we iron all of that out at the impound lot and where it originated and how much the companies are paid and so forth.
Are we going to vet those tow contractors that State Patrol's using?
Right.
The same way we're doing it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So they have to abide by our rules and expectations at the impound lot. And if they have some violation the company did that they're not following our rules, then they can be suspended from coming into our impound lot if there's any issues. There is crossover between these companies that we both use. It's just the agreed upon amount on what they bid for NSP and what they bid for us. But again, if we had a problem with this company A, they would be suspended from entering our lot regardless
Just like
of
the
if...
current contractors.
Correct, yeah, regardless of if NSP ordered the tow or OPD ordered the tow. Company A cannot come in because they're suspended
Okay.
if there was an issue.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
Item 48, an ordinance to accept the bid from Priority One Courier and Delivery LLC to provide courier services to the Omaha Public Libraries.
Public hearing is now open on item number 48. Are there any proponents here today? Seeing none, is there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Councilmember Hug, you're recognized. Oh, okay, sorry. Didn't go off. You're good.
Non-action items, items 49 through 60, do not require public hearing or city council consideration at this meeting, but will be placed on a future agenda for public hearing and/or vote. The reason for non-action is noted after the item on the agenda, as well as the date the item is expected to appear on an agenda for consideration.
Motion to adjourn.
Hug. Melton.
Did I miss something?
Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Harding. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Meeting is adjourned at 2:46.